I don't know what that was. Well, there we go. We're live. And let's see what we got here. We got one watching. We do this every Monday and Friday night at 7 o'clock Central. I think it's Monday. I don't know. After being here for so long, somehow I got another incoming call. Let's see here. I missed that one. Let's see what copy. It's probably somebody wanting to buy the house. Paste. Yep, spam line. There's Gary. Marquette. Good evening, Gary.
Good evening.
Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Yeah. It's been cold.
I'll tell everybody watching this, the reason I didn't have a meeting today, a video today, is we have no water. I got water line break.
Oh. In your house or outside someplace?
The main has
The
broken.
main. Okay.
And they're working on it right now behind us with no God, I hope I got everything secured that I don't get any water line breaks inside. Because I let the water run all the time. Now it's not
Yeah.
running.
Oh, I see.
It's been off for
Yeah.
24 hours. Happy Monday, Daniel. Yo, Roy Lane, good evening, all. Like given, thanks. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. While you're in here, I'll do the same.
Yeah, I got mine hit.
And we got another person coming in. Who's this? Robin Hunt. Hello, Bob.
Howdy, Sparky. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah. Got my calendar today.
Hi, Gary. You got it today?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The world tightened up.
Yeah.
Anybody doing anything?
No, I just was explaining I was going to paint this today, but we have a water line break, main break behind us. So I'm kind of scrambling, checking the water and getting the valves. I just hope everything goes okay. Getting heaters up.
Is that in your house or is that the main line?
It's the main line.
Yeah.
And they got no idea when it's expected to be fixed.
It's going to be a rough winter.
Yeah.
Be a rough winter.
And Punxsutawney Phil says it's going to be 6 more weeks of it.
I think he's optimistic. I think it's be more like 20 more weeks.
But he only has a 30% accuracy.
Yeah, well.
But there was one optimistic thing today. I went out the door at 6:15 and the sun wasn't down yet.
Yeah. Days are getting longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those summer days on the L pad where it's 10 o'clock at night and you can still see.
How about it? Yeah. Looks like we got ourselves a I was talking to a friend of mine. We needed an assistant event director, and the assistant event director's job at the Nats basically is to run the computer program, print out the score sheets, do the order picking and all that, seating and all that stuff. And so that person has to be computer literate. And I thought of someone and called him, and I think he's going to do it. And that's Steve Yapolsky.
That's good.
Yeah, because he helped write that program. He did the seating thing for Howard, and also when they ran the expert contest that one year, he figured out how to modify the program to print out for 3 different events rather than just 2. So he knows his stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad.
I'm hoping he follows through and does it. I think he's going to. And I found some more judges for the unofficial events. Got Sarah Marie Huff and Alan Buck and George Waters. And we got a few other guys that probably got to do it. So I'm going to judge too, I think. So I'll fly classic, but I'll judge maybe profile or something.
Who's your appearance judge?
I'm going to be one of them. I'm hoping to get Stan Powell as one of the other ones. And I'm still looking for 2 more. I tried Mike Dietrich, but he's out of it. He's got some back and leg problems too, and he can't come. And I tried Dave Heinzman, and he can't make it. So I'm still kind of searching for, qualified appearance judges.
Well, if I don't fly, I'll do it.
Okay. We're going to have 4 of them.
Yeah.
And the way we're going to do it is, I told those guys, I said, look, in order to make this quicker, one of the suggestions I made, and they took, was to, how that long line waiting to get in to get your airplanes weighed and everything. I said, make 2 weigh stations. So you'll have the time you're standing in line. That's a long line. We're all getting older, and holding those pretty airplanes out there, somebody's going to get something dinged sooner or later. So the faster we can get them in and on the floor, the faster we can get the meeting started, and the faster we can start going through the airplanes.
I don't know if you were there the year that I ran it. I ran appearance with myself, Charlie Reeves, and Jim Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally judged all the airplanes in an hour, all of them. Mm-hmm. And then what we did was, and this is very helpful, you have one guy take the plane, the airplane, from the guy who's weighing in. So it's not scattered around. They were trying to, scattering all the airplanes all over the place. So you take one guy, and that one guy makes a decision. He looks at the top and bottom and puts it in the row that he thinks it should go in.
Yeah.
And after that's done, after they're all lined up, then you can go around and talk
That's
about
what we did. That's what we did last year. We did a
Okay.
cursory thing. We looked at the airplane. You can pretty much tell what part of the room they're going to be in.
Right.
And you set them in that part of the room. We're going to have 4 appearance judges.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do just what you said. We're going to have 2 guys that take them, look at them, make a cursory appraisal, put it in the approximate position it's going to be in. And then when everybody's in, we're going to have 2 judges take from about the center of the room back, and 2 judges take from the center of the room forward, and place everything pretty much where we want it. And then we're going to have the 2 sets of judges reverse and go over it one more time. So we make sure that 4 sets of eyes get on every airplane. And if there's any discrepancies to move it one row or another, we can. So we should be able to do it in less than an hour.
That's the only efficient way to do it, because when I went in there and did it the first time, there was Mark Obermeyer and the president of the PAMP, what's his name? Mark Weiss. And everybody was taking the airplanes and they were scattering. And I said, stop the music right here.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that you can make an assessment of all this stuff scattered all over the room.
That's right. That's what we did last year. We looked at the airplanes and we put them in the approximate place they're going to be right away.
Right.
And then you can make adjustments, roll it either way. Right. And that's how we did it.
Okay.
The problem was that both Keith and I, Keith Stroessel, Paul Walker, and myself. And Keith and I, we're both getting older, and it's hard to bend over, move airplanes. So Paul was, the one who's moving airplanes around for us. We didn't want to fall on an airplane or lose our balance or something and damage an airplane. So poor Paul had to do a lot of the work. So I want to get a couple of younger guys who can move quickly and safely to move the airplanes, So we'll see.
Yeah. It'd be easy to lose balance and fall and not really, mean to, but just,
It is. I've
yeah.
done it a few times now, and
Oh,
I got some bruises. So I'm very cognizant of the fact that I'm not like I used to be as far as balance is concerned. So I don't want to fall on anybody's airplane.
mm,
My balance is good, but getting up and down, I mean, I have a hard time getting up and down now. What's up, Steve?
Temperature.
Yeah,
temperature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the way up to 3 below.
Hey, it's going to be upper 40s by Sunday. Maybe the snow will melt off the square path.
Maybe where you live.
Yeah.
oh, it's 32 degrees right now.
Yeah.
We got a broken water main. Our
Oh no.
our whole neighborhood is shut down for water. Matter of fact, there's about 80 neighborhoods in St. Louis that are shut down.
Because it warmed up and the broken mains from the ice. Yeah. When the ice goes away, the main's still broken. And then it starts leaking. That's why they suggest you drip your faucets inside the house.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that, but
that didn't help the water main.
yeah, there's nothing to do.
Hmm.
I'll tell you exactly where it is. You go out my back door by my trailer.
Yeah.
At the garage, you make a left, and where we turn left to go, out
Yeah.
of the neighborhood, make a right, and it's right there.
Well, at least you're not getting water in your backyard. It's probably running down that hill, doesn't it?
Where they got it shut off.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of guys with floodlights digging holes back there now.
Oh, well, at least they're on it. Water company's better than they didn't plow your street at all, did they? The city?
Absolutely not.
City was supposed to be buying more snow plows. They're supposed to use some of that Rams money or something.
We had a neighbor across the street who ran his truck down the street one time.
Oh, well, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
Last time we had snow, your street was a sheet of ice with ruts. Go
I do
down the
not
street.
drive on that street until I can see the pavement.
I don't blame you.
Because the Saturn Vue is the worst car in the snow.
Oh, okay.
It has no traction, you can't accelerate, just spins the wheel.
Hmm.
It doesn't weigh anything. It's a go-kart.
Yeah, yeah.
My wife just bought me a Subaru Outback, and it's got that all-wheel drive. And boy, that's nice in the snow.
That's what John had.
Yeah, all-wheel drive, all automatic. You don't have to mess with it. Push
That's
a
right.
button or
All-wheel
do
drive,
nothing.
all-wheel drive
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. My previous truck had four-wheel drive. I had to push a button to switch it.
I've never had a car that yelled at me though. This got some of those new safety features. The lane,
Oh yeah.
lane, you're going out of your lane, it yells at you. If you don't put your seatbelts on, it yells at you louder and louder. And
You can turn all that shit off.
I'm not going to, because at my age, it's probably a good idea to have the reminder.
Yeah.
I
Does
drove
yours
Steve,
actually talk or is it the dings?
No, it's a ding.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Mine's
drove
doing that.
Steve's truck, and every time you go to change lanes, it's warning you that you're drifting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
But if you have the signal on, it doesn't though.
right, because it knows you're meaning to do it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then there's some curves. There's a couple of curves that I had to go through and it was fighting back a little bit.
Well, it
You
keeps
can-
it keeps you awake.
you could turn that off, Steve.
You can only turn it off temporarily.
No,
There's a button.
No, you can disable it with the radio.
Oh,
No,
Yep.
Nope.
Look on YouTube.
I've looked in the menus. You can't turn this just
Okay.
like that mode. You know, it always goes back to normal mode. You can't make it stay in eco mode and we use slippery mode this winter, but it won't stay. You always gotta reset it.
Not very smart, is it?
Mm-mm.
mine has.
No.
I got all of them now. Have that thing where you come to a stoplight, car shuts off, and then you hit the gas.
Yeah.
I hate that. And it has the defeat button, but you have to turn it on every time you start.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there something, have they improved the starters for some reason?
I think it's all economy, trying to save gas. You know, trying to.
I know, but they're going to be wearing out starters on those.
That's
on
what
these
I think.
cars.
I don't like it. I don't.
We're going to be we're going to be replacing starters. Is what
exactly,
we're going to be doing.
exactly. So I'd rather spend a little more gas. Turn that off. But you know, it's like pre-flighting an airplane. There's so many things you got to do now. You have an agreement. You have to agree to the driving rules. You got to hit that. Then you got to turn off that auto start thing, and it's like getting ready to fly an airplane. All right.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a nice car though. Nicest car I ever owned. It's not the coolest car I ever owned. I owned a '63 split window Corvette. That was the coolest car.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have you seen the 26 split window Corvette?
No.
Yeah, they revived it. It's
Oh
beautiful. Man, it's cool.
It is.
Yeah.
It looks just like the old one. I mean, it's not just like, kind of like, but it's.
Well, they got a kit that you can put on the not the latest mid-engine Corvette, but the ones just before it. There's a kit that you can make them look like a '63 with a split window, and it's very stylized. That's pretty cool stuff.
Let me get a picture of this.
Way out of my pay grade.
Well, this is factory. This is right from the factory.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here.
Did you see that on YouTube?
No. 26.
Because a lot of times they got this one channel on YouTube where you see all these cars they say are coming out this year, and none of them are real. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Chevelles and the Novas, and all restylized. They're really cool looking cars, but they're fictitious. That's right.
No, that ain't it. Let's see.
I found it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Get a picture, put it up on there.
All right. I sent you a request so I can share my screen.
Okay. It's the coolest.
No, I don't want that. So try again. There's the picture.
I sold my split window when I went in the Army in '68. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can get a picture of the front of it.
That's really cool.
Picture of the front of it.
Yeah. There it is. I think that's it. Yeah.
There we go.
Ah.
Not as cool as it gets.
Ads.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Engine's
okay.
in the back, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Is the engine in the back?
Yeah.
Yes, rear engine.
Well, wait a minute, how do they cool it? Because
Big scoops on either side takes the air.
they're not there. This must be AI or fake. See, the scoops aren't on the back; they're in the front.
That lets the air out.
I think that's AI.
The one I saw, it had big scoops in the sides.
What does it say about it?
Let's see. Altered or synthetic content.
That's AI then.
That's AI. That's crap.
Yeah.
There it is. The silver one. Down one more.
This one?
Yeah, click on that.
Yeah, there's intakes in that one.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, this is the official Corvette Chevrolet site. Oh, a mere $209,000.
$9,000. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll get two and give one to you, Steve.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk
If you
about
believe-
model airplane.
If you believe that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I'd like to sell you.
Yeah.
Hmm. I got a cousin that bought one.
My brother was going to buy one. He was independently wealthy, and he was going to buy one, but he decided at his age not to, and then he passed away. So,
Oh man.
yeah. He had a Z06 Corvette, and he had a Cobra too.
Cool.
He wanted me to sit in it, but it was too low. I probably couldn't get back out of it.
That's what a
Not a-
stunt ship. That's what a stunt ship should look like, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty. I sold my 63 split window when I went in the Army in 68. I sold it for $2,000.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
And you wish you had that today, right?
Yeah, that was a 327, 340 mechanical lifter. Not this hydraulic lifter one. The 5-bolt main mechanical lifter, 4-speed posi. That was about as good as it gets in those days. And I sold it for $2,000.
Of course, $2,000 then. What,
Yeah.
more like 20 now?
Oh, and who knew it was going to be a classic?
Right. Yeah, if you only knew what you know now.
And when I got out of the Army, I bought a Roadster, the same exact spec motor and everything, like, a convertible. And I had that for a little while, and my friend borrowed it one night without telling me and crashed it.
Oh
Ah,
my gosh.
And that's back in the day where you didn't have to have insurance.
Well,
Yeah.
I did have insurance, but his father covered everything and gave me some extra money to keep my mouth shut, And I walked into a motorcycle dealership with $100 bills bristling out of my pockets, and that's when I got into motorcycles. Bought a BSA Spitfire Mark IV 650, all aluminum heads, rods, 13.1 compression. I bought it for $1,000, which was a lot of money for a motorcycle back then.
mm.
Cash. Oh well.
Try buying something like that. That's almost as close as you can get today, and see how much it'll cost you.
Yeah, how about it?
Like when I was a kid, I got a Yamaha 125 MX 69, the one with the
Mhm.
white tank. $600 out the door.
Yeah, there was a lot
If
of
you
money back then.
If you find one today, you're gonna be spending 5,000 or more.
Yeah, exactly. Prices go up on everything.
Yeah.
Anybody building anything?
Sparky is. He's
Working
showing
on
it
my
to the
lumber wagon.
world.
Working on the lumber wagon.
Look,
Here in Pahrump, they have an RC field, and it was and they have a nice runway because they laid down a bunch of carpet for the runway for the RCs, and I petitioned the club and joined the club to see if I could go out and fly line control. And they said, sure, no problem. So they finally, one of the members finally went out there and dragged the field and knocked down all the brush enough for me to fly, and did a real nice job. So I was able to go out there and fly yesterday. Got about 4 flights in and stuff. So
All
that was
right.
nice.
Oh, Howard.
Hi.
3D printing anything tonight?
No, I was just reading a message from Brett Buck. He passed the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile on the way back from the Tucson contest.
You
Oh
sure?
wow!
You sure it wasn't a Dick Mathis Chiseler?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he could probably tell the difference. But
I always wanted to build a chiseler and paint it up like the Wienermobile.
Huh.
It's a perfect paint scheme for that airplane.
Thank you.
Well,
It's in the bathroom.
Sparky has one in the bathroom, he said.
Yeah.
What, a
I did-
chiseler? A
I
chiseler?
did. Yeah, no. I did see the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile when little Oscar was there. I got a little weenie whistle from him. They quit giving him those out because they were killing kids.
Oh, no.
Did you see, was it last year or the year before, they had a race at Indianapolis of all the Wienermobiles? They had an actual race.
Oh, my.
There was
Yeah.
like five of them or something, and they had a race around Indianapolis. It was hilarious. Instead of pit stops, like, for gas, they got mustard, that kind of thing. It's funny. So what do you think, Howard, about having old Steve Yampolsky be the assistant event director?
Sounds good.
He'll do a good job, I'm sure. Well, what a lively crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get my files there, Rush?
I did. Did you get my response?
No.
Oh, okay. I responded.
Did you? Okay.
Thank you for the file. But
And then just a test, see if it works. See if
Yep. Yep. So you can use that program to make files for laser cutting.
Can I? Okay.
Got a show, anybody? Nobody's got a show and tell?
You got a cool prop.
Oh,
Look at that.
there you go. Something.
What kind of prop is that?
This is Solomonikov. Jim Hoffman said it to me. It's even lighter than Igor's. I can go weigh it.
Is that the Falcon?
No, it's from Solomonikov in Ukraine.
Okay.
And Jim got one of his airplanes and some props.
Is it under cambered?
Yeah. At least for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that or not, but
Hold it up higher.
Hold up a little higher.
There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that.
about there,
Yeah.
which is about 60% cord.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, he says you got to turn the throttle way down to use it.
Probably uses a bit of battery.
Well, it'll go too fast if you use the standard setting. So yeah, I forget whether he's had battery capacity issues. He'll come on here. We can query him about it. He might be tuckered out though after the contest. Sounds like a pretty good contest. Dave Fitzgerald flew I think he flew his new electric
Undergazer.
undergazer, and he won.
He won. Oh yeah. How's he? I mean, last time when I talked to him, he only had 30 flights on it, and he said he liked it. And boy, the thing is sleek. You can see a lot of Jim Aaron's influence in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Jim B does a lot of graphics for West Coast airplanes.
Yeah. Well, also the shape of the nose is definitely a Jimby nose.
Oh, is that a Jim B nose?
That's a Jimby nose. Yeah. which is really cool. I mean, I like them.
I'm
Oh,
working
we
on
got
airfoil.
oh. We got a question from Lisa Rice, or well, I guess that's
Wayne,
Wayne. How thick are the engine pads on a 35 size plane?
1/8 inch. I can tell you one thing about engine pads: don't use aluminum, because eventually they'll vibrational stress crack them, and then the engine won't run right. I know from vast experience on that. You go to steel, and you go to 16th inch steel really, but I went to 1/8 inch steel on the Caprice, and I never had a problem after that.
This is a pad between the engine and the maple.
Right.
So, yeah. Rossi 15s would crack maple motor mounts cross grade when
I believe it.
mounted directly to the maple. And this caused me fits. It wrecked a whole fleet of combat planes.
I've used
Maybe that's
phenolic.
why y'all started
I have
going
a bunch
to
of mounts.
movable
I have a bunch of
gears.
mounts cut up in phenolic. I've used phenolic. I've used the G10 and aluminum, and I don't know. I run them anywhere between 16th and 1/8 inch thick.
Mhm.
Don't try to glue phenolic to something.
I
Doesn't stick.
like the 1/8 inch thick because you can run them fore and after where the lug is, and you can use those tap inserts into the mount to hold them in place, and then you can drill and tap the 1/8 inch for the actual motor mount screws. And if you ever have to change it to another motor or something, you just put new mounts in, and you put new holes and new plates. So you can have different plates for different engines. That worked out really well.
This is with steel, I presume.
Yeah, I was using steel. Every time I went up to VSC twice with aluminum plates, and all of a sudden the engine wouldn't run right, and I took the engine out. They were cracked right across where the bolt holes were, and went over to Bart Klopinski's house and made new ones. Got through the contest, but the next year I went out again. Same thing happened. So that time we went and got some steel and made them out of steel, which only a tiny bit of weight difference in that size piece. And I never had to change them again.
What's
Use
that?
it.
What
12
alloy
gauge.
did you use?
What's that?
What alloy did you use? Aluminium.
I think they were just they were tool steel.
No, the aluminum.
2024, probably 2024.
And what the steel, was it 12 gauge?
I don't know. We just got it. He had a piece of steel there. I don't know what it was. I just
It's a little thinner than 1/8 of an inch.
no, it was 1/8 inch. It was 1/8 inch. That's what Mart had in his shop. Which finding something in his shop was a challenge.
Sounds like my shop.
It was funny. But he only lives about 3 minutes from the field, so it's easy to go over to his place and work on the airplane, come back to the field. I want to show something. A couple of times ago, I was talking about how I do the spars and stabilizers now. And if you're making big spark, I'll explain this. All right, this is a tail for a Saturn. And if you can see, there's a spar here in the halfway back the cord, or a little further than halfway back. That's an 1/8 inch basswood spar that's subsurface, because you don't want the hardwood to touch the softwood on the top in a spanwise plane, because the dissimilar densities will cause, out in the sun, will cause a crease in the wing. So I put the spar subsurface by about a 1/16 of an inch and put a balsa cap on it, and then sand that in, top and bottom. But it dawned on me that a lot of us use horns for the elevators. That means we have to cut into the trailing edge of the stabilizer to get the swing. And that weakens the trailing edge. So what I did here is I put a piece in, and if you notice this line here, this is where the cut line is going to be. to put on the actual trailing edge of the stabilizer. So I put a piece of 1/4-inch balsa in there, and it sisters up to the actual trailing edge piece. So this is put in before the sheeting, and then you slice along that line, sand it, and you put a trailing edge piece behind that, and it doubles up to 1/2 inch for 12 inches out, or 6 inches on either side. These things, when they're covered, are like girders. So, you know.
Now where
Very
does
nice,
the
Bob.
control horn go?
I'm sorry.
Where's the control horn go?
Well, you know, it depends on what kind of horn you have. If you have one of those ones with the little curve in it, you don't have the problem of it hitting the trailing edge of the stabilizer when you go down an elevator. But some of them are straight down, and when they go forward, they actually have to notch into the trailing edge of the stabilizer, and you're taking some of the strength out.
Yeah.
So by sistering this up, you know, you're not going into the piece that's forward of the actual trailing edge piece, and it imparts a lot more strength.
So this jive is forward of where the control horn would swing to, right?
Yeah, it's 1/4 inch forward of it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it works great. And when you cover them, and you know, cut them apart and everything, and put the trailing edge on, they are like girders. They couldn't bend if you tried. They're just incredibly strong, and it doesn't add hardly anything in weight, so it's worth it.
Hey, Howard,
Yeah.
I'd like to share something I think you would find interesting on, let me see, is that showing?
No,
Yeah.
So I found this on not my site, but the other control line enthusiast site.
you're gonna have to do. There we go.
This guy posted this picture asking for information about the airplane. Do you see what's on the wing there?
No.
PT Granderson,
Oh, wow.
36884. Phil Granderson's
Yeah.
one of his speed limit models, and it ended up in Knoxville, Tennessee, is where the guy is at.
Huh.
He's not a combat guy. Could never really get out of him where he got the airplane, but he's like getting into control line, and he was trying to hunt somebody down in Tennessee, and he posted questions about this airplane. But that's one of Phil Granderson's planes from God knows when.
He's getting into control line. That's a good starter airplane, huh?
Yeah. No, he has a bunch of he's got a bunch of trainer stuff. I think he bought a bunch of stuff from somebody, because it looks like a bunch of old secondhand equipment that he has, and this was in the bunch of stuff that he got. You know, he's got some twisters and ringmasters and shoestrings and stuff, but he was asking specifically about this one. I just thought that was interesting that one of Phil's airplanes ended up in the hands of a guy in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah. The Granderson estate went to various places. I've got some of it, but the local RC guys there I had first dibs. So they got all this electric stuff, and I don't know what else.
Okay.
Did Kathleen sell the house, or is she still there?
Still there, as far as I know.
That's a great house. You know, I remember going to visit him. I stayed with him a couple of days, and it's built on the side of a hill. You go into the house, and the main house on the road doesn't look all that big. And you go in, and then you start going down. It's built on a slope, and you go down and down and down, and your ears pop. You know?
Yeah, the JCT Tower.
It's incredible. And there's deer. You look outside the windows. As you're going down the stairs, there's deer grazing right outside the windows. It's
His bathroom's bigger than my living room.
incredible.
He has workshops on like 4 levels.
Yeah. And you can see Alcatraz out on his deck. You know, you can see the amazing.
What do you guys use to polish aluminum?
Green Rouge.
What is it?
Green Rouge. As I recall.
I use Mother's semichrome.
Mother's? Okay.
Semichrome.
I soaked all of Sam's F2D mufflers in acetone, trying to get all the caster off them because they were pretty baked on, and then just put them on the buffing wheel, and they came out pretty good. But I'd like to polish them. I didn't have any solvent or anything on the buffing wheel. Mothers, that's car care stuff, right, Sparky?
Right. It's called semi-chrome, and it motorcycles, wheels, and cases and stuff. You can do it with your finger. I mean, it'll, and it's messy. It's black. It'll get black as hell.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what's in it, but
You you put it on a polishing wheel, black goes everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll be black when you get through with it.
But it'll
I
be
don't care
shiny.
about that.
But your aluminum will be shiny.
I'm not even concerned about shiny so much. It's just getting all the caster out of them and off them because I had so much burnt on caster.
Well, I don't know about cleaning the caster off, but that's all we ever used when I was showing cars. That's all we ever used on our aluminum wheels. And
Well, the acetone softened it all up real nice.
yeah,
Just I put them in a
Yeah,
little
that's
tub
good.
with acetone, and then when I put them on the buffer wheel, the caster came right off. But they're
That's
still
cool.
dirty. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
still kind of.
You
Dirty.
crock pot 'em.
I don't need to go that
Careful
far.
with that crock
think-
potting. It makes the aluminum look weird. It's like hot metal.
Well, if you leave it in there too long.
Leave it in too long.
I got a
No, I'm not
fox
gonna do that.
I forgot about and left in there and came out looking kind of camouflaged. It's still around.
Mhm. Well, we're just a quick update. We got all of Sammy's planes for the Worlds. Got his 20 new airplanes. Dave Fisher
Is
sent us
they-
some really nice decals for the elevator.
Yeah.
And then also Sammy's FAI number and of course our American flag sticker, red, white, and blue airplanes. So we got all those. We're getting
Need a USA on there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get a USA in there as well. We're putting the airplanes together. I got all 10 of his motors laid out, getting ready to start tearing those down and putting new bearings and everything. And then get them together this week, start test flying them. And then we go to Texas the weekend of Valentine's Day. Sam's got a 4-day weekend. So we're having a team practice in Texas. The miners are coming down. Dave Fisher's coming down. We still haven't decided if it's going to be Dallas or Houston. We're just going to kind of wait till the last day, and we're going to go where the weather is going to be the best and be able to fly Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then all our other preps are done. Plane ticket, hotel, car. Got our visas today. Our visas were approved. So we're locked in, man. Just got to get the equipment ready, and we'll be ready.
Cool.
I know you guys don't care. You're stunt guys. You don't give a shit about combat.
Is your family going with you?
No, just me and Sam. Just me
Howard
and
and I
Sam.
Howard and I used to fly combat.
You flew combat, Bob?
I flew at the 61 Nationals in combat.
No kidding. I
flew
never knew
combat,
that.
I flew combat as early as like 54, 55.
Jesus, you were
Oh, wow.
young. You had to be.
When I was about 8 years old, I beat Scorinzi in a combat match.
Oh, Lord.
He
I'd
let,
have
he
never
let,
let him live that down.
he let me.
Yeah.
You know, I'd heard stories about that guy forever and ever and ever. And, you know, he had stopped competing by the time I got on the combat scene. But I was grateful to get a chance to meet him and hang out with him at Brodax one year and spend
Yeah.
some time with him. He's a cool old dude, man.
He never was really into competition. He would have spurts where he'd go and fly competition, but he wouldn't fly his really cool airplanes in competition. He had an old Quicker that he flew in combat, an old beater Quicker. But his experimental airplanes, the Super Satans and the Blitzes and the Giant Killers and stuff like that, those were just exhibition airplanes.
Okay. Was the werewolf his?
Yep. I
Yeah.
saw the first flight on the Werewolf, and Red Reinhardt was out there launching it. He's launching it in the picture on the article. Out at Union, he flew that. It was a great airplane. The Killer, the Werewolf, the Giant Killer, the Hatchet, Super Satans, Blitz. They had a million really nice airplanes.
Cool.
Mike, what's the weather like there? Y'all gonna be able to get out by the weekend?
Yeah, we're on the upswing. We're warming up. So actually we hit like 46 today, but we still got a lot of ice on the ground, so it feels colder than it is, you know.
Yeah, we hit 39 and
They were out of school all last week, and they were off school today because some of the back
Yeah.
roads still, if there's any ice anywhere that a bus goes, they close school down for the whole county.
well, ours will
That's
be
how
out
they
the
do
rest
it.
of the week then.
So
Man, our road this
no,
morning was just solid white.
they're going back tomorrow. Sam we haven't flown. I think it's been like 25 days since we've flown. It has just been too cold, like 40 degrees. We can get a motor started and go fly, but we've been under freezing for like 25 days. So
Yeah.
we'll get back in the saddle here. He wants to get back to flying daily, and when we have good weather on the weekends, get back out to the field and fly some matches and stuff. But for sure, in 2 weeks, we'll be somewhere warm, and we'll get 3 days of flying with the rest of the team guys. So,
Man, that'll do him good. Well, all I know is the weather here has been lousy.
yeah, I was here too. We still got like 20% of the population in Nashville still doesn't have power.
Oh,
Like,
brother.
power's still out 9 days after this storm. And the city is just taking a beating for it because it's a public utility company. It's run by the city, and
Yeah.
they really screwed the pooch, man. Yeah, there's still people froze out of their homes, and pipes burst all over the place, and not good. And I don't know how, but we made it through that whole ice storm, and our power didn't even flicker in our house. Like not once, but it was out all around us, everywhere around us, but we were good. So we were blessed in that respect.
Yeah.
I was ready for it. I had plenty of firewood for the fireplace and propane heaters, and filled the bath up with water so we could flush the toilet if we had, I was ready for anything, but it never materialized, Now I'm sitting on 2 weeks worth of groceries because I did that too. So
How
but
you get these good?
better safe than sorry, right?
And how? Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah.
Be over to help
I'm
you.
gonna do some busy work.
Still on the way.
again,
Yeah,
Howard.
I'd be over to help you eat it, but there's probably snow on the way.
God, we hope
There's
not.
probably snowing away. Yeah.
I'm gonna look and see what the weather's supposed to be. I heard that we might get snow again Wednesday, but God, I hope not. Whew. I'm so tired
You
of
guys
snow. I
ever
don't
end
know
up
what
with
to do.
like paper plates and trays full of nuts and bolts, and then it just becomes so much that you can't stand looking at it anymore, so you sort them?
You're breaking up really
They do
bad.
that besides me.
Start over again, Mike. You broke up so bad. We only got
Yeah,
about a
yeah.
third of
Talk
that.
steadier, Mike.
Uh-oh.
There he goes.
You guys did it now. You done pissed him off.
That takes a lot too.
Yeah.
No, he's back.
I got a strong connection. Am I there?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
back.
Yep, you're here.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm on spot on my phone. I'm not sure what's happening. What I was saying was, does anybody ever end up with paper plates and trays full of nuts and bolts all over your shop, and then you can't stand looking at them anymore, so you sit down and sort them?
I just throw them in a
No.
bucket.
Yes. Throw them on a bucket. I
Throw 'em
can't
in
do
a
that,
bucket.
man. My
Oh, Lord.
OCD,
Oh,
I gotta sort them and put them away.
Well, that's because yeah, you're not actually retired yet. When you're retired, you don't have time for stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
You're breaking up so bad you're froze now.
Oh,
Now
are you
you're
gone?
gone.
there he is. You're back.
Damn it! I hate this freaking internet that I got here, man.
Well, with all the storms and crap in between, Mike, you got to just do with what you got, man. Don't worry about it. Like you said, a lot of people ain't even got internet. They ain't got power. So,
We don't have water, so I know what that's like.
ooh, you don't have water.
Nope. Water main broke one street over.
Oh boy. Amazing how much you want a glass of water when you can't get it.
I got bottled water. I ain't worried about that.
There you go.
What part of St. Louis do you live in, Sparky?
South City.
I just saw something this morning on TV. Did you know they filmed Escape from New York, the Kurt Russell movie, in East St. Louis?
No doubt.
Well, it was cheaper for them to do that than try to make New York City look run down and apocalyptic.
All you have to do is
They,
all you have
Haven't
to
been
do
in New
is
York lately, have you, Mike?
all you have to do is drive there, and it looks bombed out, and it's ridiculous.
yeah, they filmed that movie in East St. Louis back in the 80s.
Yeah, we used to go to contests there.
Okay.
I can tell you this: if you're on a motorcycle or whatever, and the traffic light turns red, do not stop.
Don't stop. Yeah. Yeah.
The cops will tell you that. Do not stop,
Oh.
because you'll be mugged. It's
Wow.
bad.
Oh.
Well, and they filmed the remake of Red Dawn. Remember the Red Dawn movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did a remake in the 2000s. They filmed that in Detroit because there was a lot of burned out buildings and stuff that they could use. So, yeah,
So
just
have you
little factoids.
have you seen that movie, Mike?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it as good as the original?
Well, it's a
Or is
different,
it bad?
it's a different enemy and it's a different kind of, but same situation. We get invaded by communists and Americans are fighting on their home turf,
Well,
and it's a
you
bunch
know,
of kids.
I hate it when they make a movie like the first production of Red Dawn, and they go and try and make another movie and make it better. It's just, when they do that, it's just the original is just always better.
Well, Carl, it would be hard to make a movie better than Red Dawn.
Hey, come on, man, Wolverines.
It's got 2 stars when it comes up, on the TV. It's only a 2-star movie.
Well, yeah,
Mm.
but it's considered a classic. And why would you want to make a remake of a classic?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because they can't come up with anything new.
Exactly.
Little far-fetched, I think.
Yeah.
Nobody's got any new ideas.
Yeah, that's true. They're running out of ideas. They're going to do a film about history or life of a stunt flyer. That would be real.
Mhm.
That would be a real 4-star movie.
Oh, the Jive Combat Team. That
Yeah, there you go.
Didn't Tom Lay already make a movie like that?
I don't know. I know that the funniest stunt movie ever made was Leave It to Shireen.
yeah.
Jim Aaron made. Anybody ever see that? I know Howard has.
I haven't even heard of it.
you know, she
Shireen Fancer?
she drove over his actual Nobler that he built for VSC and flew at VSC. She drove over it and crushed it.
Oh,
So Jim Aaron did a spoof movie, about a half-hour long movie. Teddy played Shireen, Annie played Teddy, and the whole thing led up to her crushing the airplane. So what they did was they made a ARF Nobler and painted it up just like the Nobler he had. And at the end scene, she crushes it driving into the garage. And they do like a slow motion of the thing being crushed. It's hilarious. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's hilarious.
and is it on any of the apps like
It may be
Prime
on
or
YouTube. I think I saw it on YouTube once, but if not,
okay? And what was the name? And what was the name of it?
leave it to Shireen.
Leave it to stream. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up tonight on YouTube.
And one thing I learned about that movie is you never piss off Jim Aaron because he's capable of amazing things.
I knew that. Oh,
He's very creative and devious.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's funny.
Very demented person.
dang talented too.
Professional comedian.
He is. He's great.
Yeah, while you're Googling, Google the brass band. And you'll see Jim B in action.
He was a trumpet player, right?
Trumpet player.
Yeah.
Well, are you talking about the comedian Jim Beam?
Jim Aaron, Aron.
Okay, Jim Aaron. Okay.
That's Elvis's middle name.
Okay.
If anybody
Elvis Aaron
can't
Presley. Yeah.
went to Shireen, you know, send me your address and I'll lend you the DVD. I have a copy of it, and every now and then I pull it out and watch it. It's just hilarious. Teddy and drag is worth the price of admission.
Teddy and Drag.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
He's sitting there late. You know, she leaves and he's in the shop with the Nobler. The Nobler's on the table and he's painting like it's toenails. He's painting the tip of his prop. He says, Shireen used to let me paint her toenails, but, you know. And then he goes, he says, you know, you understand me. He's talking to the Nobler. You know, you go upright for me. You go upside down for me. Shireen hardly ever goes upside down for me anymore. And they showed this. They showed this for the first time. They showed it in VSC at the banquet in an atrium, and they showed it on the big screen. She had no idea this even existed, and they showed it, and she's a good sport. She thought it was hilarious. Pretty funny
I
stuff.
can't remember the other two ladies, but I got tickled at VSC. Shireen and two other ladies came up with an award for the best. She said all they ever saw was the competitors' butts because they were always standing up there and looking at the contest going on, you know. So they came up with a best butts award.
Best buns.
Best buns, that's it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. They were a lot of fun.
Did you hear the Jive Combat Team's Easter address to the nation?
No.
We got a basket of colors, but when we spray them, they runs. At the vintage stunt contest, we got the best hot cross buns.
Very good.
Thank you.
I got an honorable mention here, but I didn't win. I think Louis Walgast won it once. I won the Pachyderm Award several years.
Yeah.
For leaving out maneuvers in old time stunt.
Well,
Yeah.
It got so bad that one year after leaving out like for 3 years in a row, I won one round and then the second round I'd leave the maneuver out. So Bob Foster and not Bob Foster, Larry Foster and his wife made up cue cards, big cue cards, and they were outside the circle and they held them up. Loop, 8, vertical.
That was hilarious. I didn't know what was going on. I was there, but you know, I don't think of Bob as forgetting anything because he's got a memory that's just
No, not for old time.
incredible. But I went over. I had to ask, what's going on? He said, Bob cannot remember the maneuvers in old time stunt to save him.
That's right.
Oh,
3
okay.
years in a row, I won the first round, then I lost, because I left out a maneuver in the second round. I would have won 3 years in a row.
Oh, Lord. Mm.
That's a lot of fun.
That
Bobby
contest was a
McDonald,
lot
Bobby
of fun.
McDonald wants me to drive out with him this year, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can handle the drive and the whole week and the drive back.
I thought you were doing much better.
Doing somewhat better, but from day to day, you never know. So
Uh,
I can't commit to stuff like that.
yeah.
Plus, I can't leave home now because we're having a bad winter, and I can't leave my wife here with. We have a big driveway, and I can't leave her here with that. So
Yeah.
You got a kid there.
he's got a worse back than I do.
Oh no! Yeah, I hope that he didn't get that working on my irrigation system.
Yeah, he got that helping you out. Working
Oh, my
labor
God.
on your irrigation system.
Mm.
Or unloading the laser.
He's all right, but I can't leave.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I wish I could. I'd love to go back there. That was my favorite contest of all time. Back in the
It's
90s and early 2000s, that was so much fun. Railridge and I made that trip together in my Astrovan 9 years in a row. We drove out and drove back, and we drove straight through out and back every year except 1 year. And that year it was snowing so hard on 40, we dropped down into Dallas to go out 20, and we stayed overnight at Al Raby's house. And then the next morning we got up, we called Gieske because he lived in the same town. Of course, they didn't like each other at all. And we met Gieske for breakfast. He said, well, where did you guys stay? What motel? I said, well, we stayed at Al Raby's house. And he got mad at us. I mean, really mad at us, for staying at Al's house.
oh, you should have come stayed with him. Yeah.
Well, his house was too small to, his only spare bedroom was his shop. So,
yeah. I'll tell you what, that was a surprise to me to find out that those two didn't like each other, but they said they both flew at the same field and would not even launch for one another.
That's right. They wouldn't even help each other out.
I said, good gracious.
And I never figured out we never got the exact story, but I got the gist of it. And the gist of it had to do with an airplane box for traveling. I don't know who built it or who loaned it to who, or something happened to the box or whatever. But the whole thing stemmed from an airplane box.
Oh, brother. Well, anyway.
Yeah, they were something.
Silly
I'll tell you a
thing to
story.
find.
They're both gone now, so this doesn't. In 78 at the Worlds, it was pretty clear I was going to win, but there was one guy who had an opportunity to beat me, and that was Gerald Billon from France. He mathematically could have beat me. So Gieske came up to congratulate me, and I said, no, not yet, because Billon hasn't flown. And the scores were terribly slow coming in. So he stood right next to me for over half an hour till Jerry flew, the scores were totaled, and it was official. So he says, is it okay now? I said, yeah. So he gave me this big hug, and he put his mouth up near my ear. And you know what he said to me? He didn't say congratulations.
What did he say?
He said, thank you for beating Raby.
Where'd Bob come in?
He did. That was Bob Gieske.
No, Bob.
He came in fifth. It was me, Al, Compostela, McDonald, and Gieske. And then Beyond.
No, I meant where did Al Raby come in?
Second.
Second? Okay.
He would have won
if you'd messed up, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was
he didn't want Al to have a world championship, so it wasn't congratulations, Bob. It was thank you.
That was cool.
That was funny.
That was cool. I tell you what. The idea that Gieske did it so many times, won the Nat so many times with a Fox 35 is just stunning.
Yeah. 5 times. We thought back then that no one would ever break that record 5 times, winning the Nationals 5 times. There's nobody ever going to break that record. Well, both Dave and Paul are now double that plus.
Yeah, about a dozen apiece.
I think Dave's at 13 or 14 or something, isn't he?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Yeah. Unbelievable. The year I won the Nationals in '76, David was the winner in junior.
Yeah, I remember that with a chipmunk.
It was a chipmunk. It makes me feel really old.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Steve Barry had a comment for you, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob Hunt. Sorry.
Yeah.
He said, Bob, I got to ask, how in the world do you remember all those details from way back then?
Because I'm not just a participant in the event, I'm a fan of the event too. So, this has been my life thing is historical, knowledge of the event and who won and, when and what kind of airplane. Hopefully, I'm a pretty good, not as good as Win Paul. Win Paul is the master of the historian thing, but I really enjoy the history part of this. It's nice to have been a part of it, but it's even nicer to revere it, to look up to these guys, my heroes,
Yeah. We got a couple other comments. Richo's video said, Mike Lunke, I'm in Perth at the moment. The weather is fantastic.
Awesome.
Let's see. Minnesota Mike says Camden, New Jersey is like the apocalypse.
It is.
And Jeffrey Riley said, wanted to send thanks to Gary for the 26 calendar.
Yeah, Camden makes Detroit look like a garden spot.
Mm.
Oh.
I remember coming through some of those towns back when everything was shutting down. I can't remember what it was. And there's a sign up, well, the last one out, please turn out the lights. And I mean, you're driving down the highway and see this. It's on an old billboard, and somebody's painted over the billboard and put this. It was just funny at the time. I had to stop and take a picture of it.
There used to be a sign as you came into Pennsylvania from New Jersey, as you came over the bridge, and they made them take it down. It said, welcome to Pennsylvania. America starts here.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah.
Jersey got so pissed off, he made him take it down.
I bet that one went over well. Oh, boy. Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah. I remember when I was in New Jersey, you had to pay a toll to get out of the state.
Yeah.
You can
did,
get in
yeah.
okay, but you got to pay a toll to get out.
And you were thankful to pay it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Garden State.
It's not New Jersey. It's the Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
Jersey. Yeah.
Well, what got me, when you go to New Jersey, you better have a Garmin or know where you're going, because you're on the highway and you're looking for this little town. Well, there's a dozen little towns come up. It's like neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And you get off of this ramp and then you take the left exit off of that ramp and then the right exit off of that one, and you go to the little town you want to go to. And if you miss it, heaven help you.
Well, there's
it's
a saying.
Spaghetti Junction to get back.
There's a saying when they say you're from New Jersey, they say, oh, yeah, what exit?
I know that. That's pretty good. I'm gonna tell you what, it's a complicated place to get around in.
Yeah, it's I lived there most of my life, but I'm 37 years down here now, so it's getting close. I'm being half my life. I lived all over New Jersey.
Well, I've traveled all over it. I tell you what, it is a beautiful state, but it is a complicated state.
Well, it depends on what part of the state you're in. If you're in, the I-95 corridor, it's like you said, it's all exits into little towns, and pretty
Mhm.
much as you get north, it's all into industrial and oil tanker, oil bins and everything. But if you go west up into Sussex, where I lived for a lot of my life, it's like living in Michigan or something, Upper Peninsula Michigan. It's really nice up in the mountains, and it's beautiful.
UP's gorgeous, yeah. I've got
Nice.
pictures of some signs up there too. There's a sign that says you're driving up the road in Michigan, and it's a sign that says Upper Peninsula. No, it says Houghton, 12 miles, end of Earth, 6.
Yeah.
It was, I thought it was a joke, but it's a state sign. I stopped and took pictures of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
as you're going across the Verrazano's Bridge from Staten Island into Brooklyn, it says, "Welcome to Brooklyn. Forget about it." It's actually on the sign. One word: forget about it.
Yeah. I tell you what.
I got a sense of you.
That's the New York City, though, the Bronx. I wanted to see what the Bronx looked like. I was in a rental car, so I didn't care. But I'm going through the Bronx, and I stopped at a stoplight, and there's a police car in front of me. These 4 Puerto Rican kids come out and steal hubcaps off the police car. The 2 policemen do not get out of the car, do not try to stop them. I couldn't figure out what in the heck is going on.
Just
As the
another
light
day in
change-
Bronx. Just another day.
As the light changed and we drove up the road, there's about 30 more of them around the corner. Had they got out of the car, that they got jumped by all of them. Cops are smart up there.
It's another
I don't know.
world.
Well, that's the only place in the country, and I've been all over this country, Japan, Australia. I don't even know where all I've been. Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii, but I went in after dark and came out after dark a week later and never went out of the hotel that week. So I don't know anything about Hawaii except those leis they put around your neck. At the time was $4. I understand they've gone up since then. That was 30 years ago. But anyway, New York, the Bronx is the only state New York is the only state I've ever been in. When the lights come on outside, I want to be locked in my hotel room. And
Yeah.
I'll come out tomorrow morning after the lights go out.
It's even worse now.
Wow.
Oh,
I don't know how people live up there.
I got a story about Nebraska, like your Hawaii story, Phil. We had rented an RV, and we gone up to Yellowstone. My in-laws had a place about 30 miles away, and we stayed with them. And then we came back and stopped in the Tetons, and then came through, and we stopped like just at the border of Nebraska. There was a RV park, so we stayed at that RV park. And the next morning we got up, and it was complete fogged in. You could not see more than 30 feet ahead of your vehicle. So we drove all the way across Nebraska and never cleared up until we got into Kansas. So we drove through Nebraska and never saw it.
Never saw anything. Yeah, I tell you what. That's pretty good.
All you missed was corn.
Well, I went to South Dakota 3 times to see the monument. I wanted to see the presidents on the, I've been there 3 times, and 3 times it was socked in. I haven't seen it yet.
You see all the billboards on the way there?
Saw billboards. Everybody trying to send me south to go see that big Indian carving or thing they're doing, which isn't even a third done yet. And all the signs make it look like, oh, it's finished. Come look at it.
Yeah,
They started it, but that's all.
That's nice place, but too many billboards.
Yeah.
Have any of you been up to North Dakota?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My son, he's a interstate truck driver, and he got a job with one of the oil companies up there where they do fracking. And his job is to haul sand back and forth for the company. And the town that he's in, he says it's just a run down, garbage, nothing town.
Hmm.
It's like a hole in the wall.
Not Fargo, huh?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. He just has a North Dakota.
Yeah.
I
Fargo's
can't,
on the east side.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't stay in a place that depressing. That just, to me, life's too dang short to be that depressed all the time. You got to have something that you can look forward to. In a place that's that run down, it's hard. I just had to stay in a place like that one time for 4 weeks while we set up this little company. And we set them up, and they're on the highway, and they think they're going to get all this business from the highway. And I went up there and spent 4 weeks up there setting them up. And then a year later, I went back up and spent a week taking everything down, boxing it up, putting it in the truck, and bringing it back.
Hmm.
They didn't make it.
Wow.
Just, I don't know.
Yeah, I think at one time, I think I read something said 50% of new businesses don't even make it past a year.
Yeah.
I
I
can show you.
Spark.
I can show you some airplane stuff if you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Yes.
Lay it on us.
Back to airplanes.
It's
Yeah, let's put it back to model airplanes.
it's not that exciting, but
Oh, shit.
Keyboard. Okay.
it's, this is an airfoil. This, the inner part. Well, let's see. The red line. It's pink on the bottom is the impact rib. And it's it's
Mhm.
black on top, and the red is the outside of it. It's got a 16th inch sheeting, and the green line is the new one that I have in mind. It's bigger leading edge radius and twice the trailing edge angle. So
Kind of like one of Igor's airfoils.
well, it's not as radical as yours. I
Not
don't
as
think.
pronounced, yeah. But
You're going to do a hybrid like Al Raby did with the Sea Fury?
What? Not symmetrical? No, it's symmetrical.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you know Al Raby did a third? I knew he did Sea Fury, and I remember all those articles where he tracked it. You know, he made that little wind. What do you call it? He didn't have a wind tunnel, so he made a thing on his car,
Mm-hmm.
and he checked the lift. All right. Well, he did the first Sea Fury, had a semi-symmetrical airfoil, and was much thicker on the top. The
Mhm.
third one is symmetrical.
Hmm.
I've got a copy of the plans for number 3, and it's symmetrical.
Hmm.
I did not know that. I was looking at those plans the other day. I've had them for a while. I looked at them the other day. I said, wait a doggone minute. And it's symmetrical.
you got to
Surprise.
put a device on your Tesla to test that, Howard.
Yeah.
Well,
He knows where to get a wind tunnel.
no, actually, that's an idea. I was going to do it on the Miata, which is
Yeah,
More fun to
airspeed.
drive.
Get some more airspeed.
the only thing like that we did on the Miata was to calibrate the anemometer.
Oh,
We used at the Nats to determine wind speed. That was kind of fun. We got catcalled by some girls when we were doing it.
Whoa.
Chris Cox and I did that.
Mhm.
That's funny.
I need to go dig my anemometer out. I bet it hadn't been out in the box in 2 years. I better go take the batteries out of the darn thing.
yeah. I was going to ask Sparky what states he went through when he was driving trucks.
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
All 50?
No, except Alaska and Hawaii.
Oh, okay. Didn't drive a truck to Hawaii. Huh?
No.
Well, I've been to all 50 now, but I tell you what.
Wow. Yeah, I missed a lot of them.
I'll tell
You
you.
don't want to drive a truck through Alaska.
You
Man,
don't
a
want
lot
to
of those
drive a
roads
truck.
are
If you're
gravel.
sightseeing, you don't want to drive a truck, period, because there's no sightseeing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta be focused, right?
No, you just you don't have
Road's a
time
road.
to you don't have time to do anything except drive and eat, sleep.
Yeah, I drove
It's a
across the
very,
country once. In a
it's
rental
a
truck.
very, yeah, very, very lonely life. I couldn't do it. You better like your own stories because ain't nobody else to tell you nothing new, or anybody to tell them to. It's oof.
Back in the old days, truckers used to pick up hitchhikers. Back in the old days, in the '60s, hitchhiking was how I got around. You could hitchhike, and if you carried a guitar case, girls would always pick you up, even if you had your laundry in the guitar case. Girls would pick you up, and you could hitchhike anywhere you wanted, all over the East Coast. And truck drivers would pick you up, and they don't do that anymore.
No.
No. No, when I first retired, I decided I got asked if I would go to work for this company and deliver new bucket trucks to companies that bought them. I just 1 to 3 day drive, take them out and deliver it, and then take another car or a truck or something, come back. Well, I thought it'd be a good job to work for a year or two until Vicky retired. I made 3 runs, and the lot lizards.
Yeah.
There's a lot lizard got in my truck one day, and I couldn't get it out. I had to get a cop to come get this out of my truck. I don't know what the heck it is, but get it the heck out of my truck. And the cop is laughing so loud and so hard that he could hardly come over and open the door, tell her to get out. Oh, it was bad. Anyway, I just wanted it out. I just have an aversion to nasty looking people, and this whatever it was nasty looking. Ugh.
I know. It's pretty interesting.
But yet you come here every week and watch us.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting to watch that program, Ice Road Truckers, if any of you watched it.
You did what now?
Ice Road Truckers.
Oh,
Ice
Ice Road
Road
Truckers.
Truckers,
Yeah, I've seen those people. I think that thing's made for TV because
Yeah, I'm sure.
it's not that easy. But on the other hand, they had one year, they had one, I think 2 years ago, they had one on there where a guy was driving a truck, and he was number 2 or 3 in line. There was 5 trucks. And when they got to the other end, there was 4 trucks. And it was the next spring, it was midsummer, and they found the other truck because it was leaking. The fluid was coming up to the top of the water, and a fisherman found the truck, and they went down and found it. And he had died in his truck.
Oh my gosh! You ever watch
Wow.
Ice Pilots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
That's way back when, yeah.
Or that
Hold on.
was like Flying Alaska.
I'll tell you what, you got.
I think they're Alaska or they're Canadian. I think they're Canadian.
I know the Canadians, ice pilots, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a TV program called Flying Alaska.
Oh, is there? Yeah,
You-
see that.
Yeah. If you ever go up there, you'll be amazed. Those J3 Cubs with wheels that look like they belong on a 747, that's real.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them. There's more aircraft per capita than any other state in the union.
I don't think they get many appearance points with wheels like that.
No. Goofy looking as heck.
No.
And if you walk up and get one of them, I wanted to touch it. I just wanted to look at it. And the guy says, "It won't bite." I said, "All right." So I grabbed it and shook the tire, and they're soft. I mean, you remember them blow up tires, Trexlers for your stunner? Well, this is that soft for a real airplane. And stall airplanes where the leading edge slides way forward and the flaps come down, and good Lord, what a airful that thing's got when it gets through. I asked him, how far does it take to take this thing off? Because it's got a turbine motor on it. He said, "Oh, about 6 feet." Goodness.
Somebody on Stunt Hangar is talking about making a leading edge devices on a stunt plane.
Yeah.
Flats.
Yeah.
Probably work on the upright, but how about upside down?
Oh, that's the hard part, making them go both ways.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be the hard part.
They come up with schemes to do it, but that's just regular stunt wing is hard.
Yeah.
I know
I was
just the
hoping-
guy. I know just the guy who could do it. Wesley Dick.
Wesley
He
did.
could.
Yeah.
If it could be done, Wesley could do it.
He built them louver, the window shade flaps. So
Yeah.
you ought to be able to do the slats.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to believe he was a Venetian blind salesman most of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Bob.
Hmm.
I was hoping Joe was going to be on here tonight because I told him something that I didn't believe was, and I have since went back through my book and discovered that it did. I looked and
Joe
well, I'll wait till
is-
he's on here and I'll tell you.
Joe
You what?
is in Baton Rouge making molding up wings and tails
Yeah.
For a stunner?
with Tim Stagg. So
Yeah.
I gave my wrecked Axioma to Tim Stagg. Tim
Uh-huh.
Stagg made wing molds and elevator molds and made an airplane. Tim drove down to New Orleans and or is it where's John Blanchard live?
Oh, somewhere in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Somewhere.
So Tim drove down to John Blanchard's house. Joe Gilbert, he called me 2 days ago. He was on his way to John Blanchard's house,
Yeah.
and they are spending a few days using Tim Stagg's molds from my Axioma parts to make wings and tails. And
Cool.
Tim has
Yeah.
already come up with a profile fuselage. Well, actually, they have the airplane. He's got the airplane. They've already flown it. So they're going to copy that, and I think they're working on a full fuse version as well with that airfoil and tail.
Groovy.
Yeah,
He'll
I want to
be
set a
hard to
wing,
beat.
That,
He'll be hard to beat.
especially
that's,
if they're doing a profile. If I can get a set of wings from Tim, I'll build a profile. I'm BOM legal, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yep. And they're doing
That's-
it's electric version. They're not doing glow. They're
Right.
doing electric based on the badass 3515 710 kV. That's going to be the setup. And I think they're using Fioretti timers is what he said.
that's a copy of the Yasenko airplane, I hear.
Yeah, it's a pretty close copy.
Well, who was it that said the Yasenko wing fits in that mold exactly?
Oh, does it?
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
So Sherrod's-
or vice
so-
versa.
The Axioma 4, is that the
I
wing?
don't know which one.
Because the 1 and 2 were more that Russian style, like the Cap 10 style of airplane, not an elliptical wing, standard that Russian KA-10 or Cap 10 style that they flew back then. That was the Axioma 1 and the Axioma 2. The 3 was the first one with an elliptical wing, and then the 4 was a better version of that. Then he went to the Aurora, and now there's the Vortex and the Raptor, and I'm not sure where those airfoils fit in.
Yeah, I don't know which one it was, but one of his airplanes in the Yatsenko
That's interesting.
interchangeable. So I've heard.
Yeah. I've got my Aurora out here in the shop. I got to get that thing together. I'm going to fly it at the Nats this year. So in advanced anyway.
Chris Cox might take one to Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With which one?
I forget which one
What?
it is.
One of Sherrod's airplanes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there was a bunch of them at when they had the Worlds in Muncie, along, of course, with the Sharks, but there were a bunch of Sharats airplanes were at Muncie too. The Chinese were flying them. I think the Mongolians were flying them.
Oh, that's what they were, huh? Okay.
It's the way it should be, man. Buy and fly. Let's go. Well,
There's a lot of guys that
some people are frowning and they're going, "I hate you, Mike." And then there's probably one or two that agree with me here. So,
well,
I got a
can
question
see it
for you,
both
Bob.
ways.
Hold on a second. I got a question, Bob. Have you ever cut a foam wing? Let's say that it was half span, all the same thickness as the root. When it gets to the half span, it starts tapering.
Well, you have to do that in 4 pieces.
Right.
Yeah, I've done that. We've done a lot of multiple taper wings, like Mikey's that Mustang he's flying. That's a 4 section wing.
So it does work good, or what?
Yeah. Oh well, that was a lost foam wing, so we cut the cradles, so we could build the wing in one piece in the lost foam cradles. But you can build multiple taper or multiple airfoil. You can go at half span and then drop it off and simulate what they're doing with those elliptical wings. But the problem is with a foam wing is that in adding a piece on, you got to be able to spar it, hold it together. And that's when the weight comes in. You start adding too much weight.
How about if you cut the? That won't work either. Never mind. Well, no, it would work if you did it in 2 cuts. If you reverse the template so that instead of cutting the wing, you're cutting the buck itself, and you cut the first buck big, then you reposition one side of that template so that it's cuts the other half. So you could do it in one piece.
I can't visualize that, but I
Let me
suppose.
try to explain this. I'll get a pencil. I think that'll work. So instead of having your airfoil mold, it would look like that.
Well, I can't see. So
I know. So your airfoil would look like that.
make yourself big so we can see it. I can't see it.
Okay, big. Here we go.
No, you're big.
No, I'm not.
He's
Not
not.
on my screen.
There you go.
Okay. So
Hold it up a little to your right. Yeah, there you go. Okay, what about it?
So instead of having an airfoil that you're cutting,
Yeah.
you're cutting the buck. You'd have one representative for the tip and one representative for the root,
Okay.
like this.
All right.
So then after you get that first piece cut, you reposition this up and maybe make a second template that's a duplicate of this airfoil here, but taller, and then connect it to the other one so it would miss halfway down the wing, the hot wire would, and only cut the tip.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You have to do it in 2 stages.
Right. You'd have to cut it in two
Yeah,
pulls.
I suppose you could.
Wouldn't
do
it be easier to cut the wing in 4 pieces than doing that?
Well,
Yeah,
the problem with 4 pieces is when you try to assemble the 4 pieces, in order to have enough strength, you got to be able to spar it together, and it'd be difficult to sheet a wing that has a taper or a difference in the airfoil thickness.
Yeah.
As you go from the intermediate point out to the tip, it would be very difficult to sheet that without getting a buckling. You could do it in 4 pieces, but then you got to find a way to spar it together so it won't fold, and that adds up to weight. So it's difficult to make these anything that simulates a elliptical wing. You can simulate it to a degree, especially if you do a built-up, fully sheeted wing. You can do it. And that's what Rick Huff has just done. Matter of fact, he built a wing like that. But you're not going to be able to do, a true elliptical wing. That's very difficult. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but beyond my pay grade.
get that guy in Russia or wherever he's at who cuts the blue foam.
Yeah.
I need to know how he does that.
Mm.
You ever seen those airplanes he does all out of foam?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have. I gave him the stuff to fix one once.
Yeah. Man, they're amazing.
Hungary.
Okay, hungry. The tanks fit in a perfect little spot. I mean, I guess you got to build a few airplanes to know where the tank goes, but
Bob, you remember Randy Smith's Vectra? That wasn't a true elliptical, but the leading edge came out straight and then curved to the tip.
Mm.
He did that by cutting an SV11, basically, and then he cut a pie-shaped slot out of it and just brought the leading edge back to the trailing edge, glued it together, and then just took some 60 grit and sanded it down where it all tapered in and matched.
Yeah,
I watched him do it.
I never tried that. I mean, I'm sure you could do it. I guess he did it. You know. So,
Yeah, he I don't know how he got it to work, but he did, and it flew pretty good. Of course, he never flew the plane much. I know the guy that's got it now.
People don't realize that Randy was a pretty good flyer.
He was, but he didn't fly very much. He was too busy building motors and all for everybody else.
And hence, you know, he was a pretty good flyer because he could place fairly highly with almost no practice.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is true.
If he ever put his mind to it and decided he wanted to win something, I think he could have.
Yeah,
I think he just missed the top. Was he in the top 5 once or just missed it once?
no, I've seen him in the top 5.
he was in it. Yeah.
In top 5?
I think he was in top 5 once or
Was
twice.
the really windy Nats?
Out at Reno or something, or
No, in Muncie,
okay. Oh,
2006.
that 2006.
Approximately, yeah.
Yeah, the one where Brett crashed in level flight.
Yes.
Do what?
Brett crashed in level flight. He hit a pocket that went down and slammed the landing gear right through the wing. Level flight.
Well, I have seen Randy, and I know somebody's going to say this didn't happen, but talked to Tom Looper and some of the other guys that were there and saw it happen. Randy came out inverted, and the rudder, I don't remember what he was flying, but the rudder drug, and I mean it drug for half a lap. And then he did the other half of his wing over.
I did that once with a Nobler, created an airplane called the Genesis.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you just flat knocked it off. But I tell you what, he left Balsa Dust Ring. We went and took pictures and everybody was out there marveling at this. How the heck did you do that? Not crash the airplane? How did the tips not hit? He says, I don't know. I don't know. But he got so nervous, I didn't think he was going to be able to compete the rest of the day. He did, but he looked like he was so visibly shaken. I was surprised.
The best airplane he ever had was that Dreadnought.
Yeah.
The one with the semi-elliptical trailing edge, and straight trailing.
Yeah, that was a good airplane.
Very good airplane.
Is that the one he had the contra-rotating prop on?
No, that was a different airplane.
That was a Sig Magnum.
That was a Sig Magnum. You're right.
That thing, that's the only airplane I ever heard. It made a whistling and humming sound when it was flying. It sounded like a beach, the big twin, Canard twin that they built for a while. When it flew overhead here, it made a humming sound just like that. But when the engine quit on Randy's airplane, that counter-rotating prop sounded like the longest, loudest bilabial fricative you ever heard.
Yeah. And it was, it was a contra-rotating, but it wasn't driven. It was driven by the air off the front.
Driven by the air, yeah.
Fluid, yeah.
He said it was fluid drive because air is a liquid in physics.
Yep.
So, okay, Randy. Huh?
A fluid.
Yeah, air is a fluid in physics, yeah. But anyway, I just had to tell him, yeah, Randy, I got through technical math with calculus, but no physics, no, you're above my pay grade now. I don't know.
Randy was a very innovative guy, or is a very innovative.
He is a very innovative guy, yeah.
Yep.
I just went down and saw him a couple of weeks ago, and he's not doing great, but he's still a good spirits, and he's still getting around, and he's still building kits.
Got Parkinson's disease.
Very
Eating
yeah,
cobbler?
bad.
Did he take you
what?
out for cobbler?
Yeah.
Wanted to, but he had to get 2 kits done that day, and I needed to get back. The storm was coming, and I wanted to get the heck up the road before the storm hit because it was coming from the south, and I live 5 hours north of him, so I wanted to get on the highway. He and they were going to take us, Vicky and I, out to dinner, but no, I didn't want to wait around that long. I told him I'll take a rain check. Next time I'm down, we'll go.
Yep. Interesting character.
If you ever get a chance to go to the Atlanta crowd, that is a great group. Randy and Ronnie Farmer, Tom Dixon. It's a good bunch of people.
We had fun with Tom at the Nats a few years ago.
Oh Lord, this ought to be good.
Yeah. It was, I forget who was launching for him. I think it was Dennis
Nunez, probably.
Dennis Moretz.
Oh,
And,
okay.
And he had aimed the airplane in about 40 degrees into the circle.
Wow.
And the engine was running. I was yelling at him, but he was wearing the Philly Flyers uniform, and I thought it was Dan Banjock. Might have been the other way around. So I was yelling, Dan, turn. And he didn't respond to that, not being Dan. Tom just went way off to the side so he could take off.
Tom is a very sharp flyer. I mean, there's not much he hasn't seen before.
It was.
That's really smart, though, Howard, that he saw it and he knew he wasn't going to move the airplane. So
yeah,
he moved to do it. Because
yeah.
it gets dicey, man, when you're giving signals to your launch guy. Sam and I, if I do this with my palm straight up and down, that means angle the airplane out because it doesn't look like a launch. You know, you make
going
any
this
hand
way
movement
instead of
to
this
your
way.
launcher guy, they're letting go of the airplane, man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have that stuff figured out ahead of time, especially if you're hand launching a combat plane, right? Like you're saying, if you're off axis and they got it pointed in, we do this.
Yeah,
that could be nasty when something moves that fast.
I had 3 hand signals, I think, in combat. This was open the needle valve, this was close the needle valve, and this was screw around.
Screw around.
I hear you.
Well, we got a new guy coming in, Bill Baumer.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hello,
Hey,
Bill.
Hey, guys.
Uh,
Can you hear me?
Where's he at?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
we
he is.
hear
Can you
you.
hear me? Yeah. Oh, good. Hey, yeah, how you doing? It seemed like I was watching. It seemed like a little bit of a quiet night. I thought it might be a good chance to check in.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Well-
I have come in a few times though. Been quite a while ago now. But I watch pretty regularly. I'm up here in just outside Toronto with the Balsa Beaver gang.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I bet
First
it's warm
wind we
there
haven't
now.
seen lately.
yeah. Sorry.
We want to give you something. We want to give you something. Your weather back.
Trying to get. Oh yeah. No way. Oh man, it's been so cold here. Oh, it's brutal. Been brutal.
Yeah, we know because we're getting the tail end of it. We're not used to
Oh
all
yeah,
this.
I know. I think everybody's getting it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What's your modeling interest, Bill?
Control line stunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I've done. I've been forever and ever. Seems like since I was a kid, and I'm having a bit of that balance issue, which is a little bit disconcerting, but I'm trying to work through it.
Yep, we're all there.
But
I hear you.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I did a lot of. I did a lot of competition over the years for sure. And yeah, actually, I don't know if I can do. I got something interesting here, Bob. I wanted to show you because I don't know how I'm going to turn this around.
By the
Anyway,
way, do you know Fred Tellier?
Oh, yeah, yep. I haven't seen Fred in, oh my God, years and years and years.
He's building incredibly high-end acoustic guitars now. I mean, very high-end acoustic guitars.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, I know he got out of the stunt and got into indoor
yeah. He was flying.
Oh.
He was on
quite
the
heavily.
Canadian indoor team.
Yeah, and of course the stunt, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, he yeah, I haven't. Gosh, I haven't seen Fred in probably 20 years.
I talked to him
But
recently.
yeah, he was a great stunt
I made a
flyer,
guitar
boy. He
player,
was
but I
he
talked
was
to him
the
recently. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, very good. Anyway, I don't know if you can see this, Bob.
Mhm.
Let me see.
Ah,
Oh,
a Rocket 3.
Yeah,
That.
I unfortunately I'm trying to do it with my laptop.
I went to
But,
Woodstock Music Festival on a Rocket 3.
I know. That's why I was so. I was really interested when you brought that up one night on the meetings, and
Yeah.
and I thought, oh my gosh, not many guys talk about rockets.
I had the Candy Red.
That was my dad's bike, actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was my dad's restoration that he started back in the 70s, and passed away quite young, unfortunately. And I've just been working away on it myself. Haven't really done much. Haven't ridden it much or anything, but
Great bike.
it's another one of my projects here.
Yeah, mine was Candy Red.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
size
I think-
motors on that? What size motors on that BSA?
750.
750.
750. Yeah,
What was that car you
Yeah.
just showed?
Corvette.
the covered one.
Uh-huh.
No, that's a Miata.
That's what I thought.
Oh, the car.
I didn't
Miata
recognize the
and
car.
my,
I'd recognize the motor. I couldn't see the
my
I couldn't
MT,
see
the
the
little
car,
one
but
on
the
the
motor
bottom.
looked like a little Miata.
There you go.
How can you work on that with all them Wetworth tools?
Oh Lord.
He's froze up.
You know, there's three kinds of tools, and that's I always wondered why people had to have such great big toolboxes. And my brother said, well, if you work on everything, you got to have three kinds of tools. You got to have SAE, you got to have metric, and you got to have Whitworth. I
Yeah.
didn't understand that until the first time somebody brought me a Mini Cooper to work on, and nothing fit.
Where'd Bill
Man,
go? Oh, there you go.
Harbor Freight are the best tools out there, brother. If you ain't rocking Harbor Freight while you're doing transmissions and clutches, you ain't shit. Harbor Freight's the way to go, man. Right, Sparky?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna argue with you, Mike, but I ain't gonna agree with you either.
That's funny.
There's
Yeah.
two things I won't trust my life with Harbor Freight, though. A floor jack and jack stands. Those
Yeah.
are the only two things I won't buy from Harbor Freight.
That's the only set of jack stands I ever seen folded up under a Datsun Roadster.
Let me
It's
show you
about
my
as heavy as
Harbor
an
Freight
MGB.
watch repair tool.
Good Lord.
That's funny.
Hey, Sparky, that wrench you just had there, how many pieces make up that thing?
3.
4. You forgot the screw that holds the thing together.
I bet that's a $400 wrench, Sparky.
No.
No, not?
No. This is it would be if it was Snap-on. This is Harbor Freight.
Oh. Okay, so you were
See?
serious.
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
I'll tell you why I got this instead of a Snap-on wrench. I got Snap-on crescent wrenches, but up to 12-inch. This 24-inch wrench, you couldn't put enough shit on it with 10 guys to break it. There is no way.
Also makes for a good home
Oh,
defense
yeah,
weapon.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
we were using that for glow plugs in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Boy, they like them tight.
Boy, you must have had them tight. Good grief.
You couldn't break that with a 20-foot cheater bar.
well, that's because Pittsburgh is a pretty well made tool, no matter what it is that you get.
Well, now with this new Icon series, they're exact copies of Snap-on. I mean, they look like they came out of the Snap-on molds.
Maybe we did.
Well, for years, where'd Bob go?
There.
I don't see him, but anyway, for years and years, Sears sold Craftsman. Craftsman's exactly the same thing as oh, that went out of my head. But anyway, people wouldn't touch their tools, and Craftsman's made by the same company. That always floored me. I'll think of who it is in a minute.
Well, I got to tell you, Icon tools are like 1/4 the price of Snap-on, and you take their ratchet or you compare their wrenches, their flank drive wrenches, set them on top of each other. The letters are the same, the wrench is the same, the weight is the same, the finish is the same.
Who sells them, Sparky?
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight sells Icon?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to go look. I need to go by there tomorrow anyway.
You know, I once in a while I'll buy a Harbor Freight tool, something like that wrench or a hammer. That's, you know, a specialty hammer how can you break a hammer?
It can be done.
Yeah, I'm sure it can, but it won't be me doing it.
My hammer is similar to your wrench.
Wow.
Yeah. That Harbor Freight?
That's a Harbor
Just not
Freight.
one time.
Yeah, that's a double jack. I got one of them. There's no way you could break that.
Oh no, that sucker is massive. Boy, you can drive an anchored a line anchor in the ground so fast with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're forgetting one thing though. Anything that's man-made is breakable. It just depends how much trouble you want to go through to
Well,
do that.
Man just shaped that end. He didn't make it. You know what I mean? It's steel, iron, and carbon. Yeah. God made
For
that.
years. We used those to drive ground rods for years. And then this guy came to work for us, an engineer. And he took one of those that one of the guys missed and hit the handle on the ground rod, broke the handle. And he took that thing and welded it to the end of an iron bar.
Yeah.
And put 2 steel handles on it and said, here, drive it with this. We put that on there, man, you get there twice as fast with that thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's how we put stakes in the ground for the ladder grabber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the modern way, but
I'd never seen one of those before, but once I tried it, I said, my gosh, I got to have one of these. Don't remember where I was at a car show in the tool section. They had 2 of those things, $5 a piece. I bought both of them. Gave one to my daughter.
Here comes Bill back.
Yeah, he said, sorry, he lost connection on his laptop. He was trying to get back in.
Yeah.
Minnesota Mike says, Harbor Freight hammers chip. I have a chunk in my kneecap.
Ooh.
You're
Well,
not
I'll tell you what.
Sorry to hear that, Mike.
I'll tell you what, a Snap-on hammer will chip too. If you're hitting the face of a hammer to a face of a hammer, one of them will chip.
Well,
why would you do
ouch.
You know, let's say that you're holding a ball peen and you're trying to drive, like, let's say a U joint. You hold a ball peen on the U joint and then smack the other ball peen, the back of the ball with that to drive the U joint out. They'll chip. You're not supposed to do that, you know, 2 hard face surfaces.
Right. That's what I was taught. Yeah.
I've got it's not brass. I don't remember what it is, but I've got a punch thing you're supposed to put up there and hit it while you hold it. And I said, I said to myself, self, just a little name I have for myself, you understand. I said, self, that don't look too safe. So I grab it with a pair of pliers and then smack it with that and knock pins out.
For a drift, I have an aluminum. If I'm gonna drift something of size, I have a 2-inch aluminum bar that's about 18 inches long. You can hold that and really get the shit on it. And it'll mush out the top of the aluminum, but it'll drive the whatever you're driving out.
Yeah.
And I got brass too, of course.
Hey, Bill Bowman, what are you making? What are you making there airplane wise?
Okay. I've got a few projects on the go. I've got a Praxis, a Tom Dixon Praxis, and I also have actually a Jim Aaron Epic up there. It's ready for paint.
That's
and
a nice
I'm
airplane.
working on a classic old Sterling Spitfire kit.
Wow.
All right.
Always wanted one as a kid, and I ended up buying about 3 kits when I found them. But I just always liked that airplane, and just a lot of unfinished projects, I'm afraid. But hopefully going to get some of these finished up for this year. I've got a Kestrel that I did years ago, and it flew really well and did quite well with it. A couple of ARFs, Nobler, that Top Flight Score. I don't know if you can see them up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There.
Yeah. And so many projects on the list.
There you go.
Do you? I'm sure you would know or recall a guy named John Pointer.
Yeah, I remember John really well.
Yeah. He's got a couple of airplanes I just really always wanted to build and hopefully get to it. One was called Miss Juliet.
Yep, Miss Juliet. It went down to my blue or something.
And yes, right. And that's it. My blue there, which I only found that one recently, and I was really quite interested in it. So
I published that.
I'm good. Oh yeah, that's right. And flying models, I guess.
Again. Yeah. Hold that up again so we can see it, would you?
A little higher. There you go.
There you go.
You know that cockpit kind of looks like Huntesque.
It's actually what Whiteley used. It was that wing manufacturing canopy.
Ah, got it.
Looks like
that's what he used on Miss Kell, wasn't it?
Yeah, he used them on the Miss Kell. Not the Miss Kell. He used it on the Derringer.
This airplane, for some reason, they have he's got anhedral on the stabilizer.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
which is kind of different.
Can I ask Bill a question?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with your airplane rack up there. It's all stunt planes. I don't see any combat planes up there.
No, you're right. I have a few kits though. I've got what have I got? A Winder and a Voodoo. Some kits
nice.
that
Lord,
accumulated over the years.
That's what I got: a Winder, a Voodoo, and a combat.
Put one together and go have some fun with it.
Yeah, see if I can hang on to it now. Spin me into the ground.
Who's on here now? Did we lose a couple people?
I do have a little Satan.
I've got one of those downstairs. I tried to fly it in the backyard. It about screwed me in the ground.
Yeah, the half days are worse than anything, man.
I always thought that little Satan in a field with tall grass was the best way to get somebody to learn how to fly.
It is, John. It's good if you can do 8s and keep it out in front of you. But even that little Satan with a an 049 on it, you don't want to be doing this with it, man. I can't do it these days.
I made the mistake of putting a dual port Golden Bee on it. It's just a Golden Bee, but it's a dual port, and it's about screwed me in the ground.
Yeah, you got to be able to plant your feet and just fly from here to here. Turn around in a circle, man.
I discovered that, Mike.
Yeah, it's getting to me. The older I get, the less I want to spin around real fast. I'd rather just go
Yeah.
toe to toe.
My problem's going up over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finally figured out how to do that, but you have to pivot at your waist a whole lot.
I used
Just
to
don't
do
look
that.
at it. Just, when you go over your head, give it up or give it down till it comes back in front of you. Right, Howard?
I know a couple people that can do that and say that that's the way they fly, but I can't do that.
That's what it looks like I do.
Yeah, you don't need
Howard,
to see it.
I've watched you too many times to believe that.
Just move your hand till it comes back into view.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The other, I got a Spitfire or a Windy Spitfire on the go as well.
Oh,
I got the
nice.
wing
Now that's a
built
project.
there. Yeah, that's
That's a
beautiful.
project.
Hey,
I met
Bob,
Windy at the Coxsackie contest
Mm-hmm.
years ago in New York.
Yep.
And
Up by Albany.
went down to that contest. Yeah, that's right. And went to that contest and met Windy, and that's when I got my plans from him, the Spitfire plans.
That was a good
And
contest.
it was a
hey,
great
Bob,
trip.
Bob, I got something here to remind you about. Let me put it up. There it is.
Hey, Bob, I got a question.
Yeah.
And I missed it on Sparky's build, but the putting the foam the spar in the foam wing for a wing mounted landing gear.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way to cut that slot?
Well,
Vertical slot.
Hot wire.
what I do is I have these templates right here.
Oh, okay.
If you can see them or not. One goes on top, one goes on. You lay out the wing and use these to lay slots, and then you actually use them to cut the slots as well.
Okay, I was thinking of trying to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one of the guys. Was it Dave Winship? He has a
Dan,
Yeah.
Dan, yeah.
Dan.
Dan
is it?
Winship.
Yeah, I saw his video, and he's got a beautiful, elaborate rig setup. But for like a slider for making the slot, but it's pretty elaborate. I don't,
Yeah, I got
I know
an old fashioned way of doing it.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
John, take that thing down. It's locked my screen up.
Oh, okay.
I can actually, if you want me to cut one, ironically, I have a wing right here, right now, ready for that. If you want me to cut one of those slots for you.
Oh yeah.
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 All right.
That would be great.
Hold on a second. Let me just reposition.
Hey, while Bob's doing that, Sparky, whatever happened to those 4 beautiful Voodoos that you built that I saw at Brodax that one year?
I sold them.
You sold them. Well, who'd
Yeah.
they go? Who'd they go to?
I don't know. Somebody at Brodax.
Somebody at Brodax. Okay. All right.
Let's see if I can reposition this. Before I do that, real quick, what I got to do is get this back here and get this over here. I got the spars in here, as you can see,
Yeah.
and there's something. The light fly spar is subsurface to the wing, so I put on balsa caps so that you have a similar density material touching the wing skin, so you don't have the hard against the soft. And
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
Yeah, so I got to just real quickly trim this, and then you can see where I have this laid out
Oh yeah.
to put the slots. So just give me a second. You guys can keep talking while I'm doing this if you want. I'm going to trim these real quick, and then I'm going to use the razor plane to take them down.
I'd like to mention that the guys that are here probably know, but people that are watching, that's the correct way to use a plane. Do you see how thin those shavings are coming off? 10 thousandths thick max. Not gouge it out in one pass.
Trim this. Pull this up.
And they're 1/8 light ply, right?
Yeah. The full depth
Bob,
spar
yeah.
is 1/8 light ply, and then I have 1/8" balsa caps on it. Because again,
Oh, yeah.
you don't want a hard material touching the
Oh,
soft
right.
material in a span-wise plane. Because what happens when the get out, it'll contract or expand, and you'll see a crease in the wing. Don't ask me how I know.
Right. Oh. That's why it's planing so nice.
Yeah, Bob won't admit it, but he's done one or two of these.
Just
before.
block band everything in. You know. And then okay, so now we're ready to cut those slots. So what I'll do is, you can see again, the slots are laid out.
Yeah.
Bottom.
Oh, yeah. You do the span-wise slot the same way?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
with just a longer slot.
I use Formica templates. These here.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
It's very
Oh, perfect.
nothing elaborate. And then I use the 4-penny nails to hold these things in position. I'm going to position them. So you can see how I have that position.
Yeah. Right.
And I do the bottom the same way. Knocking my nacelles over here. I was working on my nacelles, and I don't want to knock those over. I got things on both sides now.
Yep.
And then I'll tilt this back so you can see the actual cutting process. And I got my bow suspended on springs, so it's like a trapeze.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up there, and let's see if I can just tilt this back a little bit. That should do it. Okay. Are you ready? Can you see
All right.
Well, I'm going to tilt it back more. There we go. I get it?
Yep. Oh, nice.
Oh, there's the other piece.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then take off the templates. And there are your slots.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then you just slide this up over a piece of light ply and trace around at each rib station. And that's how you generate the shape of your landing gear clips that go in. And go from there.
Oh, very good. No, that's great. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I had to do it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just clean up the slot, make sure that it faces right up against the light ply, so later on you get a good grip. You don't have any excess foam in there.
Yeah.
And then when you put the whole thing together, got another wing over here. We did this in a previous chat. The landing gear clips are in.
Oh, yeah.
And the leading edge, folded leading edge.
Right.
Pieces on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're
ready. I saw that one too.
Ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. So I guess I was on the right track.
It's
Something like that.
foam cutting is not difficult. It's all about templating and fixturing, having the right bow and wire, the 1.5 ohms per foot nominally resistance wire, nichrome, and having virgin bead foam. It's really not hard. I wish more people would learn to do it because I'm retired now from it. And the stunt community needs someone out there who knows how to do commercial foam work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm willing to teach anyone who really wants to learn. They can come in even, and I'll explain it, teach it to them, and get them so they're pretty proficient at it. But got to then make stuff available to the community.
Right. Yeah. Well, I've just been using I guess it's 20 thou aircraft lock wire, and it seems to work pretty good.
Well, if you want, send me an email or send me an email with your address, and I'll send you a bunch of nichrome, that 1.5 ohms per foot, which is nominally 20 thousandths thick.
Is that, oh, okay.
Yeah, I got enough for 3 lifetimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got the lock wire.
Roll of it here is about, I'd say about 7 or 8 pounds.
Oh, geez.
Good gracious.
Wow.
A lot of nichrome.
That'll keep you going.
All right, guys, I'm going to shut this off of YouTube. We'll go to our after party. I appreciate you guys watching on YouTube. Let's see, I got to get there. Please like and subscribe. We do this every Monday and Friday at 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock Central. Let's see here, live. And we'll go here. And appreciate you watching. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Oh, I got this in the way. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Spar.
All right, we're now off YouTube. I'm going to turn this over to Gary, and you guys can stay on.